So hi guys, today we are going to discuss about one of the important chapter in. So hi guys, today we are going to discuss about one of the important chapter in motion in a plane. There are so actually there are only five important questions. There are only five important questions in the chapter of motion in a plane, and at that we have only main important questions. Is first one is that using parallelogram. First one is using parallelogram. Using parallelogram and finding the magnitude and resultant. And this is the first question. And second one is the parabola. So second one is the parabola, and third one is finding a plus b and is equals to a minus b. So finally we have and proving of a and b is 90 degrees. And fourth question is unit vector and null vector and position vectors and last question is maximum height and maximum range. So maximum height and range. Okay, these are the five important questions in motion in a plane chapter, and this is very important chapter, and also easily to get more marks from the final examinations. And tomorrow onwards the exams are started already, and now this is a preparation time for all the students and who are going to attend the exams. First of all, we are going to discuss about one of the important chapter is motion in a plane. At that question in that chapter we will discuss about using a parallelogram and finding the magnitude and direction of a resultant vector. Okay, so clearly first is the using parallelogram. So what is a parallelogram? First of all, we are going with the statement. Okay, first of all we are going with statement. What is the statement? If two vectors acts as a two adjacent sides of a parallelogram drawn from a point. So drawn from a point, then their resultant vector, the resultant is the diagonal. So diagonal passing through the same point. So okay, same point clearly. And clearly the statement shows if two vectors acts as a two adjacent sides of a parallelogram drawn from a point. At the point is nothing but okay, and this is the point O, and first adjacent side is here A, and second adjacent side is here B. So if two vectors acts as a two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, so clearly OA is the one side and OB is the another side. Okay, clear. OA is the one side and OB is the another side. Clearly these two sides are drawn from a point where O is the point. So clearly when we observe the diagram, overseas century for धोनी अरे भाई मुझे कैसे मालूम रहे भाई धोनी will play. So just leave it that. So first is OA is the one point and OB is the OA is the one side and OB is the another side. So clearly then the resultant is the diagonal passing through the same point. So these two are the points and the starting point is here O. Then the resultant is the diagonal. So clearly it says it's a parallelogram diagonal passing through the same point and same, okay, clearly same line passing through the diagonal, and so when we join these two, clearly it looks like this. Wait, the diagram is missing here. Okay, so when we extend this line with the join with the this line, so clearly and point here D and OA B and C. So clearly this is the resultant vector. Okay, this is the resultant vector and passing through the same point, and this is the starting point from these two sides and OA is the other side and OB is the other side, and resultant vector has same to the passing through the same point. Clearly it shows an parallelogram. Okay, so clearly it shows an parallelogram. So clearly now it's time to show and it's time to identify the components. Clearly this is the horizontal components take as Q cos theta and edges are vertical. Okay, the horizontal component, this is the vertical component Q sin theta, and also OA becomes here P and OB becomes Q. When these two are equal, then now we go with the Q. We go with the Q. Now clearly it shows before going to so clearly it shows an right angle triangle in parallelogram. Okay, now right angle triangle in parallelogram. So clearly before going to that we are going to discuss about today we are going to discuss about one of the important chapter in motion plane at the top at that chapter, and today we are going to discuss about parallelogram of finding the magnitude and direction resultant vector of a parallelogram. So before going there, this is clearly shows an some part is clearly it's an right angle triangle. So what is the properties of a right angle triangle? So clearly right angle triangle, in maths every diagram has a and every shape has a their properties. So again this is a right angle triangle. The angle formed here is 90 degrees and here theta other than 90 degrees, whatever it is. Clear, this is A, B and C. Okay, A, B and C. According to Pythagoras theorem, so what is the Pythagoras theorem shows? Clearly side square plus, let it be written as s square plus side square is equals to hypotenuse square. Clearly AB is the one side and AC is the another side. So clearly it shows AB is the one side and AC is the another side, and AC is the hypotenuse. Clearly it says the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. According to Pythagoras theorem shows, side square plus side square is equals to hypotenuse square. So at this triangle, today we are going to discuss, we take COD as a right angle triangle. So clearly COD. And here smallest angle becomes the theta and also biggest angle becomes alpha. At this point, we are going to discuss about magnitude of a resultant vector. In this case, in this triangle OCD, we are going to find out about the magnitude. Okay, so magnitude resultant of a parallelogram or vector, whatever it is. Clearly, triangle COD. Okay. So triangle COD. Clearly it shows COD. COD. And this is an one side and this is an another side. Before going to that, we will write the values or size of a parallelogram. So clearly OB and CA is the OB is equals to CA is equals to Q here. We replace with the Q and OA is equals to OD. Okay. OD is equals to OD is equals to OA plus AD because the distance is twice the OA. That means OA plus AD. So OA we have P here, P plus AD we have Q cos theta. So Q cos theta. Again CD is equals to Q sin theta because this is a vertical component. So that's why we get CD is equal to Q sin theta and OA is equal to P. So these are the values what we use in the question. And triangle OCD from triangle COD. So according to Pythagoras theorem, so what is the procedure or what is the component we have? Side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse square. Clearly this is an hypotenuse. Okay, this is an hypotenuse and this is one side and this is another side. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, let's rewrite here. According to Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square, that means OC square is equals to OD or CD square. This is one side and this is another side. Clearly says CD square plus OD whole square. So everyone please observe this question carefully. OC square is equals to CD square plus OD square. OC square is equal to CD square written as still. And clearly we observe here OD whole square. OD is transformed from OA plus AD. And this is the total distance. And OD is transformed from OA plus AD. And these are the two distances from the given figure. So CD square is equal CD square, that means OD means OA plus AD whole square. OA plus AD whole square. Again OC square is equal to CD square plus. Clearly this is in the form of A plus B whole square. So clearly this is in the form of A plus B whole square. So what is the formula of A plus B whole square? Nothing but A square plus 2AB and 2OA and AD plus AD square. AD square. Okay, clear? So clear. So for clarity purpose here we expand the A plus B whole square formula. That implies A square plus B square plus 2OA AD. Okay, so this is the expansion of 2AB. 2AB. This is the formula for finding the. So this is the formula for finding the A square plus a plus b whole square means a square plus b square plus 2ab. For that purpose, we have already known some values. We already have some values here. So clearly, when we observe this, OC square is equals to CD square plus OA square, and we have the value of OC square. So what is the OC is nothing but here R square. R square, that means CD square we have value here Q sin theta, Q sin theta whole square plus OA square. OA square, what is the value we get here? P square. OA becomes P, that means P square plus 2. OA means Q sin theta and AD. Sorry, OA means P and AD means Q cos theta plus AD square. What we have? Q square, sorry, Q sin theta, sorry, Q cos theta whole square. So finally, this is the value we get. At this point, very easy to expand this R square, and this is the square applies on both Q and sin theta also. That means Q square sin square theta plus P square plus 2PQ cos theta. Again, this square also apply to the both these two alphabets or values, Q square cos square theta, and finally what we get here, and this is the what we get here, where R square is equal to, when we write an order, what we get? P square plus 2PQ cos theta. When we observe these two expressions, here also Q square sin square theta, and here also Q square cos square theta. When we take the common of Q square, what is the resultant? What we get here? Q square, that means here already Q square will be the common, and remaining is sin square theta, and also this side also Q square will be the common, and resulting is Q square cos square theta. So clearly, when we have the formula, already we have the formula. So what is the formula is there? Cos theta plus, so here we will replace, for this we have formula. What is the for in trigonometry, and we have the formula, and sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1, and this is the trigonometric identities or whatever it is formula. What is the formula? Is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Clearly, Q square into 1 in the place of 1, and we will replace with 1. This is the value we get. R square equal to, so again R square is equals to P square plus 2PQ cos theta plus Q square. Okay, now the square goes with the right side of the equation. What we get, it becomes root p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Okay, finally the resultant of magnitude. Okay, this is the resultant of a magnitude of a parallelogram. So parallelogram. So p square q square 2pq cos theta, and this is the resultant of a parallelogram. Okay, now it's time to finding the direction of the resultant. Okay, first of all, in this we are going with the so magnitude. I forgot this magnitude resultant. Magnitude resultant comes theta, and here resultant of a direction. Okay, so direction of the resultant. Direction of the resultant. In here we take alpha as an angle. That means, and this is the triangle what we get. So clearly, and we have the properties or trigonometric equations, and we get theta. Theta replaces with alpha. That means tan alpha is equals to, already we have the formula. What is the formula? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side. That implies tan alpha is equals to, what is the opposite? And also I forgot to create the angle. Triangle OCD or COD, whatever it is, COD. So tan alpha. So COD. Clearly, so tan alpha, what is the opposite? Opposite side by adjacent side. According to trigonometric ratio, so tan theta is equals to opposite side by adjacent side what we have. And also for this, the angle created at the angle created alpha, and this angle opposite side becomes the opposite side. So what is opposite have? Opposite side we have here CD. CD divided by adjacent side. Adjacent side is nothing but the angle which is touches the so another side. That means adjacent side. So OD. Okay, OD, and CD divided by OD splits into two parts and twice the distance of the another side. That means OA. Clearly OD, this is the full side what we get, but the distance is converted into two types. That means two destinations what we have here. OA is the one destination and AD is the another destination. Clearly it shows the combination of OA plus CD divided by OA plus AD. That implies so CD becomes Q sin theta. Q sin theta divided by OA means P plus AD means Q cos theta. Q cos theta. So tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. Now the tan trigonometry, the tan comes to the right side of the equation. It is in the form of inverse. So inverse means in the power we will replace with -1. So tan inverse of Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. P plus Q cos theta. And this is the direction of the resultant, and this is the magnitude resultant means and this one becomes highlight, and this is the direction of the resultant becomes alpha is equal to tan inverse of Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. So clearly this is the way which we are going to apply with the parallelogram of resultant and magnitude of a direction drawn from a point. So clearly this is the explanation based on using parallelogram. We are going to finding about the magnitude and direction resultant of a vector. So for more videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And another class we are going to discuss about parabola. And so the question is, so show that the parabola of an object thrown at a certain angle with the horizontal is parabola. One of the very important questions. Almost this question is repeated so many times in public intermediate public examinations also. So clearly, and also don't forget to subscribe for videos. And what is the important of subscribe to video is when I get uploaded any video into the question, and it will be indicate and notifies you, and so and that is very useful to your grow up in the education system. And also, and this is the explanation for parallelogram of a vectors, and one of the very important questions. And tomorrow onwards we are going to discuss about parabola. And please everyone stay tuned to Prem Tutorials 20. And thanks for watching and goodbye.